Eugene. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponent, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oregon's offense will have the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Moore. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the catch. It's hooked. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Hill. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The run inside. It's Davison. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Run the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Makes the grab. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And the Ducks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He'll do it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dante Moore. Here's a heat. Back open in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and your receiver's going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Rushes on him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full, because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's more to throw. He'll take a shot. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Quickly to the tight end. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air, it's Calandria. The throw. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Cornhuskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on 1st down from the 30. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Moore. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On his way back from the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Trying to impose their will with the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Sends it back in motion. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the right. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throwing more. Bringing the heat. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Crosses the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Fires to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Gets the back moving. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Motion from the back. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. And he's in! Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got his man downfield. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And how about the defense here? Oftentimes these 2-minute type situations, you're just sort of in this prevent mode. You're trying to force the opponent to kick a field goal and not score a touchdown, but they're still being aggressive. They're out there still trying to make plays, and how about that effort creating the takeaway?
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback may change this route. Moore throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Nebraska head coach coming out of the locker room. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Back to pass. It's Calandria. Quickly complete. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. He's going to run it. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Right, the option, he keeps it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Finding some room. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Going to try to get it himself. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
And this is why offenses are so hard to stop. When you have such great playmakers at the quarterback spot, third down, if people are covered, what can he do? Take off, scramble, and now set this offense up with a first and goal.
Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Makes the grab on the left. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
and I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up if you want to go for it on fourth.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got fourth and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. Marches ahead. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on fourth and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big fourth down stop.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside, it's Davison. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Huskers! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers now. Obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field. Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Hey, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking
breaks away in the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
A lot of offensive coaches, man, they'll tell you they like to go 5 wide. You know why? Because they can read exactly what the defense is doing. They spread you all the way out. He read the defense right away, got the ball out quick to his playmaker so he could do his job. Nice job seeing what the defense was doing.
Timeout call by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had...
Caught, and he's got room. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dante Moore makes the grab. It's hooked. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. In the gun on third down, Moore. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline. This offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now. This is a top 10 defense. This is a little bit surprising here today, but guys, I feel all the momentum, all the chemistry and excitement over here with this offense. They just need to play clean football and take care of the ball to make this big upset a reality. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The sure hands, it's Hunter. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Dropping back, it's Calandria. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. He'll run it again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on second and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. Here's Moore to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. Quarterback making checks. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Stands in and takes the hit. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Thanks, Howie. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He goes right back to the air. Got a man. It's Hunter. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Now the play fake. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
To throw, it's Calandria. Jukes his way for more. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Defense showing blitz here, and the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. The Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. And they'll take a knee.
This has got to make this team feel good. They were road warriors coming into this hostile environment and playing as well as they did. That's going to